Your Honor, opposing counsel, members of the jury, when you look at the facts, you'll see an accident. Today, you're going to hear a tragic story about two 11-year-old children who played with a gun. What you'll hear is that when these two children played with that gun, there was an accident. And one child, Sydney Park, lost her life. In a tragedy such as this, it is understandable to want to blame. As the defense, our sympathies are with the Park family. But members of the jury, today, your job is very important. You are here to render a verdict based on the law. And so it is crucial that you separate your emotions from the facts. When you look at the facts, you'll see an accident. On the morning of August 18th, 2010, Jesse Duran and Sydney Park were in the Park home, and they were unsupervised. Both of the children knew that there was a gun in the home, but only Sydney Park knew exactly how to gain access to that gun. And so with Sydney leading the way, the children went into the Park's office. They retrieved a combination and took it to their parents' bedroom. They opened the safe and found exactly what they were looking for: a gun and a box of bullets. These two 11-year-old children had never seen a gun, let alone held one. And yet, without any hesitation, they picked out a bullet and they put it in the gun. They started playing with the gun, pointing it at different objects in the room: the ceiling, the floor, a lamp in the corner. But things took a deadly turn when Jesse asked to see the gun. Sydney, not knowing any better, tossed the gun to Jesse. It all happened so fast. Jesse reached out and tried to grab it, and it went off. In that moment, a single bullet was discharged from the Park's weapon, one that ended Sydney Park's life and changed Jesse's forever. But now the plaintiff is trying to say that Jesse Duran intentionally shot his best friend. But we ask that you keep one question in mind. When Sydney tossed the gun to Jesse, how could Jesse have known that the gun was going to go off? He couldn't. The plaintiff has the burden of proof in today's case. The burden. And they must prove to you by a preponderance of the evidence that Jesse Duran intentionally raised, aimed, and fired that gun at his best friend, a girl he had grown up with his entire life. But as the defense, we can prove to you that that is not what happened. What happened that day was an accident. It was the unfortunate consequence of two unsupervised children who both wanted to play with a gun. You look at the facts, you'll see an accident. And to prove this to you today, the defense will call 3 witnesses. Our first witness, Danny Brooks, was the babysitter of both Jesse Duran and Sydney Park. And what he will tell you is that these children had easy access to that gun. On the morning of August 18th, they could have gotten to it. Next, you will hear from Dr. Ash DeRosa, a firearms safety analyst. And what she will tell you are the circumstances surrounding what happened that day, and that they were consistent with an accident. You will also hear from Jesse Duran himself. He will tell you that he did not mean to shoot his best friend. It all happened so quickly. When you look at the facts, you'll see an accident. At the end of today's trial, my co-counsel, Maisha Ishmael, will come before you and ask that you find Hayden Duran not liable.